Okay, looks like it's not working, so we'll just go ahead and go here. Anyway, welcome everybody to our second show. Are you there, Ed? Because I don't hear you anymore. Where did you go, Ed? Let's go back to the interview room. Oh boy, that's loud. Will it let me skip? There we go. Okay. Just gonna pause this. Okay. I'm sitting here eating Halloween candy. Kids out there getting interview. Guest is in green room. What? What the hell does that mean? Are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, that was weird. I don't know what that was all about. Hold on, I can let the cat in. Everybody, here is Ed Davis. Why don't you go ahead and give him a quick synopsis? Hold on, cat. What the Walk a Mile is about, and I will be right back.
Okay. Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Ed Davis, aka First Amendment Ed. I do a thing every year. This is the fourth year I've done it. Normally I do this in as an event. I bring people out and we do this in a what we want to call controlled environment. But anyway, now we're doing this as a virtual thing. I mean, I think it's a great idea because now we can expand it to so many more people.
That's true.
I mean, especially out here on social media versus just trying to grab some people around the city. But what it's about is about creating awareness. I mean, we all have questions that get asked of us every time we're in the streets, when we're out doing our thing, our mobility, I mean, we joke about it, how do blind people do this? How do blind people do that? I mean, it's a great big thing, people curious about how we do stuff and so on and so forth. I mean, this is Meet the Blind Month. So, I mean, why don't we introduce ourselves and, okay, well, look, you want to know how I do this? Well, this is how I prepare a meal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or something. Or this is how I walk to the store. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, you don't want to, unless you got sighted guide for them, we don't want to get them hurt. But you know what I'm saying? And then video all of this. And then we have some fun with it and let the audience pick who does the best video, and the winner gets $500. The top 3 prizes get money. I mean, it's 2, 3, and 5. So, it's about having fun with it. I mean, like I said, Derek. I mean, like I said, we get these questions all the time when we out here. All of us do.
Yeah.
And I just think this is a great way to, answer a lot of questions, create some awareness, raise some money, let some folks win some money, because we also got the charities involved with this too now,
Nice.
Of course, bail, for those that don't know what bail is, I mean, it's an NFB thing, I'm calling this an NFB sponsored thing because I am a vice president of an Inland Empire chapter out here in Southern California. Mm-hmm. So we came up with this, NFB always wants to do something, for White Cane Day and all that kind of stuff. And,
which is tomorrow, in case anybody doesn't know.
And just in case, so rather than do the same old thing, by just going out and letting the people see us walk with our canes, I said, okay, why don't we, just put a new twist on this, invite them in and show them how we do other stuff.
Yeah.
This is how we use our phone. I mean, think about how many people have iPhones, man.
I know, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Turn voiceover on and put screen curtain on and see if they can still use their own phone.
There you go. I used to do... Dude, okay, I got a story. Ability Mom, by the way, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, my favorite. When I first... Okay, 3GS, the first model to have voiceover. And then, so I went into the Apple Store, and that's when I picked one up. And then I discovered the screen curtain thing. I was like, oh my God, that would be hilarious. So I went back and I went through the store and I turned on voiceover on every single device I could and turned the screen curtain on every single device I could. And I just sat back and listened. It was great.
And watch people go crazy trying to figure out why the thing is not working.
Yeah, it was great. As a matter of fact, I got 3 free phones because of that.
You know, but it's just simple things. It's all about creating an awareness, man. Like I said, you know, let them know that. We still do a lot of the same thing we used to do. We just do it in a different way.
Yeah, yeah. Blind Advocate Network says, "Hey Ed."
Who was that?
The Blind Advocate Network.
Oh, okay. I think I got them on Facebook somewhere.
Probably. Yeah.
You know.
So, White Cane, and I didn't know this, and I've been blind since 2003. I didn't know that White Cane Day was more about showing the world what we can do. Not necessarily with a white cane or anything like that, but it's just to represent blindness in general and just all the things that we can achieve. So,
and this is a great way to do that.
Huh?
This is a great way to do that.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess that's also why now they're throwing in there Meet the Blind Month. You know,
Meet the Blind Month.
So NFB's got it out there. Meet the Blind Month. You know, what are you doing for Meet the Blind Month? Stuff like that. But again, how are they ever gonna know how we do what we do unless they? And it goes across the board. You know, on the advocacy side of it. Think about this, Darryl. You're a technology instructor. You teaching people how to do this stuff, but yet one of the biggest reasons people don't have jobs is because corporations are scared of us putting these programs on their systems.
There's a lot that goes into it. I get the security aspect of it, installing programs like
Scripts.
that. Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of a double-edged sword for both parties, the blind trying to get a job and the employers that may not or may want to hire a blind person. Danny, I bet your favorite sour thing is either sour gummy worms or Sour Patch Kids. But I think what they don't realize a lot of times is that, you know, they get tax credit for having to purchase assistive technology, so they can actually get a separate computer with all that IT stuff that they need installed in addition to the screen readers. So it's a lot of education that we have to do.
Well, and that's true. This is another thing. It's resources. A lot of people don't know stuff that other people know. We hear about it word of mouth. You know, ain't nobody televising none of this. You know, there ain't no newsletter coming out.
No.
You know.
No. That's why I want to have a nice central place. Like, I got a ton of resources on my page, and Danny's got a ton of resources on her page. So, like, if we could get some kind of centralized location, some kind of centralized website that's basically just a database that you just type in what you're looking for, like O&M, or type in your zip code O&M or something like that, like
right
tech skills or whatever.
Because there's a lot of people that just don't know. Here we go. We're talking about awareness. What happens when we go blind? My doctor told me, well, there's nothing else I can do for you. Okay, well, where do I go from here? He said, okay, well, didn't your wife bring you in? She can take you back home.
Right. I think that should be the first stop of our advocacy project is the doctors.
I agree. Even if it's just putting a flyer on the ophthalmologist counter, you're losing your sight. Call us something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Reach out, because there's just, they don't tell you nothing, and you just got to get out there and find out for yourself.
Yeah.
I agree with the awareness, because as somebody that was formerly sighted, I never knew another blind person before I went blind.
Yeah, me neither.
So I had a lot of questions, when I became blind. But I mean, I know now. Well, we just do everything a different way. That's all. You know.
Yeah, I was very
So
fortunate when I was going through the first part of my eye issues, the retinas. That doctor actually knew about the blind center, which happened to be just about a mile away from where I live. So that was real convenient. But all the subsequent doctors that I visited having to do with eyes, no one knew about the blind center. And so that's kind of the majority, is like the doctor thinks that, okay, my job is done. I have no suggestions outside of this office to provide. And it's really sad. Ed's
well, I
eyeball
mean,
cane is classic, says Ability Mom.
thank you very much. It starts a lot of conversation when I'm out and about in the streets. That's for sure.
You know what I would do with that thing, right?
What was that?
I would take that cane right into like Victoria's Secret and just start waving it around.
What are you doing, fool? I'm just taking a look around.
I'm looking down shirts. What are you doing?
Oh man, yeah, but that's what this is all about, man. I mean, just trying to bridge that gap. What we're calling this now. I'm not a very politically correct person. Intersectionality between sighted and blind. You know, that's what this is all about. I understand it. I mean, they would. The funny part is, as blind people, we've learned many techniques to doing many different things, and like simple things such as pouring yourself a glass of water. Okay, I mean, it's easy for us now. I mean, even if you don't use the technology that's available to us, but blindfold somebody and let them do it. It ain't as easy as it sounds.
No. We all have different levels that we operate at too.
But I mean, the beauty of it is you're showing them how we had to learn. You're starting. Yeah. When we first went blind, we had to learn all these different techniques to get where we at now. I mean, half of us went to school to learn how to be blind. I know I did, because I had no clue. But I got it figured out now, but awareness is what we need. That's what I believe. So that's what this is about. It's about having fun, doing my part for my chapter, the NFB, trying to raise some money for these charities. Like I said, the Bell program, everybody that knows, that's for the kids, born blind, and help them get a head start so they don't fall behind and they're able to compete as they go through school. Of course, my chapter, we do a lot as far as helping people with technology and stuff like that. And then the people that made my my eyeball cane or my checkerboard cane, they got a charity where they donate canes to third world countries where they can't get a cane.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I just think that's awesome because I don't know what I would do without my cane. So.
Right. And like you were saying, to these third world countries, a cane that may cost $30-$40 here will cost like hundreds of dollars over there.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, he took some bunch of them to Africa, South Africa, somewhere over in Africa. It was Kenya. And over there, I mean, the cane was like, I think he said like $250, $300. And that's a month's salary for them people.
That's ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I've literally restrung, maybe about 50 canes for him? You know what I'm saying? When he was getting ready to go to Africa. So
yeah.
But I just think it's a real worthy cause.
Yeah, and anybody can donate your old canes to this program too. So if you're interested in that, just get a hold of Ed, and he'll fill you in on that.
Yeah. Or just search it out. What is it? You Can Give Initiative. His name is James Allen. He's and custom cane where you can go get a cane with like some eyeballs or whatever you might like to have on your cane. I got another friend of mine got one was all black with rhinestones, so it looked like it was blinged out, with diamonds going down it.
Wow. Bling and blind.
Yeah, why not? I'm actually thinking about getting me one. He's going to do it in gold, so it looks like a rod of gold.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Blonde
saying?
blinging.
Why not?
Blonde blinging. Can't
You
stop
know, but
that.
uh, but yeah. So the information on the I ain't really give up no information on what everybody can do with the videos, but
Mm-hmm.
do yourself a video, tape a video. Of you doing the challenge with somebody. You know what I'm saying? You first doing the challenge, then them doing the challenge blindfolded. And then a little piece on reaction to what they got out of the experience, and then shoot that to me at firstamendmented.com. I think Whistler's got my email. You can drop it in the comments or something down there.
Yep.
I'm sitting on StreamYard, so I don't know what everybody's saying.
Oh, I got the chat. Also,
uh,
too, I was thinking about the whole blindfold thing plus the mask for, like, the beer virus, the wear your masks out in public. If you want to just save a
oh
lot of
yeah,
time,
yeah.
people, just stick a pillowcase over their head. You'll be fine. It'll cover the blindfold and the mask in one shot. You'll be good. You'll be good.
Hey. I mean, it might look funny walking down the street with a pillowcase on your head, but get one of them socks that the police put on you so you don't spit on them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The spit mask. Spit mask.
But you can still see light through those, though, huh?
That's true. That's true. So it
So,
looks
but
like most people don't know or didn't know a blind person or a low vision person growing up. Sounds like Gabe and Blind Toes actually went to blind schools growing up. So, yeah, like I don't remember who I just told this to, but I was the first blind person that I met. So I didn't
yeah,
have any either.
yeah. I mean, we just don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna say I never seen another blind person, but I never interacted with one. That's for sure.
I just
Actually,
didn't
the school I
notice.
went to, what now is was it Ways Foundation or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
It was formerly known as DPI, well, JBA, Ginger Blind of America.
Mm-hmm.
They got a program in there, DPI. That school, I mean, I rode motorcycles back in the day, so I actually literally rode past this school every day and never knew what was in that building or behind that building. You know what I'm saying? What
Mm-hmm.
was on that campus until I came. Once I went down there to learn how to be blind. There was a program for independence.
That's
You know,
one thing that I noticed is pretty much every blind person that I've spoken to who has lost their sight later in life don't ever remember seeing a blind person or interacting with a blind person. And that was actually one of the motivations. I started a social group out here in Sacramento called Valley of the Blind, and the whole point
okay,
was to go out into public and enjoy things as far as like entertainment goes, like concerts in the park or outdoor theaters, movie theaters with audio description, just anything that's entertaining, but at the same
right,
time
right,
actually be in the public with a big group of blind people. That way,
right.
more people can see us out and
They get
about.
used to seeing us.
Yeah, get used to
I mean,
seeing us.
I know exactly what he's talking about because my chapter president, she has a club out down here
Hmm.
in Southern Cal called the Diamond Club, and that's exactly what she does.
Yeah.
I mean, they go on cruises, all kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Funny story on what you're saying. We were at DPI when we were going for a graduation dinner over the TGI Fridays,
Hmm.
and so we had like 30 blind people getting on the bus.
Hmm.
Okay, so we got on the bus. We had to go over here and change buses. So we get off the bus. We're standing in front of this drugstore, waiting on our next bus. And the bus driver rolls up, and he looking and he sees all these blind people. Man, he's just watching us all get on and listening to us interact with everybody. And I guess he realized we were a pretty lively crew. He said, man, he told us, when I first pulled up, I was looking for the cameras because I ain't never seen that many blind people in one place at the same time.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But from that
Yeah.
point on, now he played tour guide for us on our way to DPI.
Mm.
I mean, he interacted with us. I mean, back to TGI Fridays. I mean, it was like I said, they're not used to seeing that kind of people that
Yeah.
many blind people in one place at one time. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, like I said, we go on these cruises. You got 25, 30 blind people on a cruise.
Yeah.
You know,
Cool
and then we
channel
just
name.
spread out because we're not all doing the same thing at the same time. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Cool
so
channel name says he shared an apartment, or she. I can't remember. I'm sorry. I think he. I don't know. Cool channel name says they shared an apartment with a blind guy named John, and he was terrible at doing dishes. Now, not every blind person is good as us doing stuff, so we're not all heavily skilled in blind skills. Independent living skills are called.
right, independent living skills,
Oh, there's
and
ambient
where
ones.
yeah, where I went to school at, we weren't co-ed on that level.
Mm.
You know, no, you didn't have your own kitchen and stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We ate in the dining hall, and then nobody. You know, 4-bedroom suites with just a living room and 4 bedrooms and a bathroom.
Yeah.
So, and men's side and women's side. You know, as you graduated the program, you could move into the apartment by yourself. You know, so you could do that like maybe the last couple months. At least I did.
Yeah.
So,
In
you know.
Darkness put a good link in the chat for you guys. And yes, I have heard of it. His name's Dan Kish or Kish. Actually, in your area, Ed, World of Access. He does like downhill mountain biking, does skateboarding and freestyle biking, all by echolocation. So that's actually where I learned most of my echolocation.
See, now, I mean, ain't nowhere in the world I'm finna mess with no echolocation. I mean, don't get me wrong. My sound, my hearing has gotten a lot. I can tell when stuff falls in a certain direction and all that, but I can't hear my feet bouncing off the wall. You know, my footsteps and all that stuff. I mean, I think I've seen that guy you talking about. He does the little clicking noise as he's riding his bicycle,
Yeah.
all that stuff, you know.
And that's why I prefer my dime tip.
Well, okay, well that makes sense. You know, it makes sense.
And then you can just snap too. That gives a lot of feedback.
Well, I mean that's another thing. When you do that tap thing, you're beating on your cane.
You don't have to hit that hard.
Well, I mean, depends on how loud your environment is.
Look, okay. Let me put it this way. I've been using canes since 2003, and I'm on my second cane.
Oh, well, that ain't bad.
Yeah. And the only reason why I got this second one is because I needed a taller one.
Okay.
So, I mean, well, I had an aluminum cane, but that broke during a film shoot.
Yeah, right. Well, I broke 2 aluminums, and then I went to graphite.
Yeah.
And the only graphite I broke was just because I wasn't stupid enough to let it go when I was falling. You know. So I snapped that one. That's the one I sent to Africa. You know, I just pulled a section out. Put it back.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, you sent a broken cane to Africa? Come on, man.
No, we fixed the cane, man. We just gave it to a short African. That's all. It was a 4-piece cane instead of a 5-piece.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and he thought he was cool because he got a checkerboard cane and everybody else's was white with a red tip.
Oops. Yeah.
So. But yeah, that's what this walkabout thing is all about, man. Just trying to create this awareness, you know, have some fun with it. You know, why not? I mean, it's, you know, it's a way to teach the people around you. You know, maybe you got friends or something that just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? They always, you know, like you're walking with them, they want to reach down and grab your cane or something. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, they.
I just let go.
They do little stupid stuff when we're out in public together.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Let me show you how this goes. You know what I'm saying? And you know, whatever the case, family members. I mean, you know, that's a big one. This is why we don't leave cabinet doors open. You know, stuff like that. You know, it's just a way to educate and have some fun with it. Why not? And maybe win some money. Don't forget that money now. So we giving away $1,000.
Yeah.
So,
I forgot you had a green screen, Ed, so I'm going to add something on your background for you.
Oh, I didn't turn it on. Remember, I told you I wasn't on the right StreamYard screen where I could do it myself.
No, I have to do it from my program because I'm the one that's broadcasting.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just throw
Well,
something up real
at least I
quick.
had a green background behind me and my light on.
Should
So,
he be sophisticated or bricks?
well, I put bricks in mine.
I want to do something special. Tunnel, palm
Well, you
trees.
probably got all kind of backgrounds.
I can put pretty much anything.
All I got right now is preload. I'm a rookie. I'm just getting started.
Okay, I'll put it to a vote in the chat. Do you guys want to see him in a castle, bricks background, or like a 19th century Victorian style library? Those are the
You know
options
what
I'm
I like
giving
to
you.
do? I like to get a live stream or like Venice Boardwalk or something and
I
have
got
that
palm
going
trees.
on.
How about palm trees? You want palm trees? I know you're from
Well,
down south, so you like them palm trees, right?
I am from the beach. I'm a beach boy.
Oh, wait, I got a
I learned,
beach background too. Let's do that.
I learned how to swim in the Venice canals.
73%. Alrighty. Now you got a beach background.
Who told us that I had a green background?
Cool channel name said you got a green screen, but no picture.
Uh, I said, we never would have known. Thank you very much. See, blind people, we need each other.
Yep.
Blind and sighted. That's why we're trying to bridge this gap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let everybody know. I mean, we good. We can end up, we can we can hang out. We're not as dependent as you think we are. Well, at least a lot of us are not. And I'm trying to get them other ones to get out here and do something as well. And that's another
Mm-hmm.
good thing about those social clubs. For people that are scared to get out by themselves. I mean, at least that gives them an opportunity to get out and hang out with a group of people.
Yeah. Cool channel
Yeah.
name says this channel has helped to raise my awareness of the challenges blind experience. Yeah, I'm sure you're going through the chat right now and looking what they're all talking about, and that moving thing, that is a big thing. Like family that will move things around in the house, kitchen being
Yeah.
one of the big ones. It's like, why do you have to change things so often? Or like Danny said earlier, leaving cabinet doors open. That can be dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, I seen a lady get stitches in her forehead because somebody uh, left the door halfway open.
Yep.
A great big old solid door down it. You know, she caught it right on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
It's I mean, I got battle scars. I got nicks. I mean, I got all kind of scars. Scars in my eyebrow areas and stuff
Mm.
like that when I was learning my mobility. You know, I hadn't quite got my cane technique down, walking in the telephone poles and stuff. And the
Nice.
light poles down there in, around where the school at, they're made out of metal.
Yeah.
you know, but I mean, I mean, we can still do what we do. We can still live a life. We can still have fun. We can still do all of these things that everybody else is doing. We just do it in a different way.
Yep.
So,
Exactly. I was actually just talking about this with my client earlier today because he was asking some questions about transitioning. How did you get over this? How did you accept that and that kind of thing? And that how I explained it to him was like growing up. At least this is for me. I graduated from using Velcro shoes to tying shoes. So I told him it's very, very similar to that when you put it in the aspect or the perspective of it's just another thing to learn in life. It's just that next step,
Right.
to learn something. I mean, essentially, when we go blind or low vision, it's a new life. It's a whole new life. Outcomes become different. Perspective and ideas are different, and the way you learn things are going to be different, and the way you are treated is going to be different. So we have to learn how to adapt and learn a new life.
Right. What I call it: adapt, adjust, and move on. I mean, it's like I said, you can't do things the way you used to, but if you want to do it bad enough, you'll figure out a way to get it done.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I mean, for a long time, I did a lot of things I didn't have no business doing, like working on my children's cars. I'm changing brakes and stuff, and
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was teaching them how to do it. Look, Daddy really ain't got no business doing that. You girls need to get down here. Oh, you got fingernails? That ain't my fault. Okay, you need to learn how to work on this car. You need to learn how to change this tire, whatever the case may be. So, but then again, like I said, that's what motivates you to be able to do. Independence is a big thing. It really, really is. I mean, we want to do as much as we possibly can on our own, And I guess that's another reason why it really bugs us when we do go to somebody for some help. Man, I didn't want to ask, but I mean, like I say, that guilt thing about asking somebody for help, that's a big thing as well. So, but
yeah. Danny says that she wishes she learned so much as a kid, and her family as well. And I think that is the biggest thing of why I've become some kind of instructor, is because, like, if I knew what I knew now just 10 years ago when I first lost my sight, I would have been way better off. I would have been way ahead of the curve than I'm at right now. And so that's why I think that's why a lot of us will teach other people, if you dig down deep enough to realize that, yeah, I wish I had this when I was starting out.
Right. I mean, and I found out too, I mean, like that little funk we get into, the sooner you get out of it and get, they say grab yourself by your bootstraps, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And get back to getting busy with life, the better off you are.
Yeah.
Because exactly. I mean, there are some people that never recover. I mean, that's another thing about them schools I've seen going through them. I mean, I hate to say it, but you get a lot of people coming through there, man, that they using the resources, they getting the training, but they're not gonna do nothing with it. Their families are just come on back home, sit over there in the corner, don't worry about it, everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
And so now they know how to use their iPhone, so they can sit there and do YouTube or play games or whatever on their phone all day while they sitting over in the corner.
Yep.
Or as I call it, being parked. Don't park me nowhere. Yeah, I'm not. No, that's not who I am. So I had to learn how to be independent, move around.
Yeah. Speaking of being parked, when I would go out with friends to, like, one particular one that I can remember, Anna May, and I loved her name, Anna May. If you put it together, it's like anime. And anyway, so she was at this party. It was at my best man's party out in Davis, kind of near Sacramento. And I used to get all the time when I was first going through the sight loss, and if I went out with friends, they would always offer me a seat somewhere and then go walk off and talk to people. That bugged the shit out of me. So
I can't stand it. I get them. I just start walking toward their boys.
Yeah. That's so.
Where are you trying to go, Ed? Well, shit, y'all got me over there. You over here. I'm coming over here where you at. I didn't come to sit by myself. I came to hang out.
Yeah, I just jump into whatever conversation is nearby that's at least semi interesting. But going back to the anime, it's real funny. So several years before that, I used to guess people's eye colors at the pub when I've had a few drinks, and I was dead on every single time. I'm telling you, I was dead on every single time. And anime was there, and I
Okay.
guessed it was the green hazel versus a brown hazel. She's like, "Oh my god!" Totally blew her mind. Plus, she was banging, banging hot. But she ended up being at that party, so I recognized her voice right away. And
Right.
it was that level of independence too that gives the rest of the people in that room, the knowledge that you can do stuff. You don't need to be parked. It's more of a subconscious thing, I think, like because you could become part of the group. You're not the
Right.
one that's parked. So from that point on, no one sees you as the person that needs to be sat down somewhere, and then you can go do your own thing. No, 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 no. We can participate.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, bottom line, if you want to set me down, well, you must be getting ready to sit down here with me.
Right in my goddamn lap, girl.
So I mean, and that's what we all search for as well, to find that nice mix of sighted and blind friends. I guess
Oh
you
yeah,
want to call it. I got a pretty
yeah,
good mix. I mean, there's few people I'm in my chapter with.
yeah.
And those bosses are they're all really good. And then we got some people that are just totally sighted that come and hang out with us. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody's cool. They don't cater to nobody. We all do our own thing. We have fun.
Yeah.
What it's all about. Matter of fact, I'll be there this Saturday night.
Right on. So when are the videos due? Because I know you extended it.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, that's that was something else. So we did it same day as the movie drop, 31st.
Oh, okay.
Hall- Halloween is when they need to be in my email by then.
Okay.
We'll go through them and see what we got, and depending on how many we got, we'll play as many as we can. Like I said, we got a bunch. We might not be able to play all of them, but
Mm.
we'll select, the whatever we can do. And I don't know. I ain't even figured out how much time we want to do on
Mm.
the Zoom party. I think those meetings are kind of unlimited now, ain't they? I mean, especially if you got a plan. I got a plan, so.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, but then again, I mean, and that's where everybody's going to vote on the video. So,
Mm.
I mean, I'm trying to keep it, an hour and a half, 2 hours of tops. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
just kind of go through and let everybody raise their hand. Maybe we can put a nice little show together and highlight some blind talent.
There you
And
go.
stuff like that. You know, how long is the movie? Maybe we might show the movie there as well for those that ain't seen it.
I don't know exactly. What I do know for sure is when I recorded all the voices for each role, that itself was 106 minutes.
Oh damn.
I'm sorry, 1 hour 6 minutes.
Okay, well that's a show by itself.
Right. So that's not including all the scene changes, the effects, the audio description, the intro, the outro.
Right.
So it could be as long as an hour and a half.
And that's what I also mean about talent. There, I mean, I'm being honest, man. You're an amazing talent. I mean, what you do with your stuff, and I mean, it just amazes me. I mean, the way you like what you just did with your cane for Danny.
Hmm.
You know,
That was badass,
I
wasn't
mean,
it? That was
yeah,
badass.
that was, I really like that. And then like you say, you took this idea, these screen readers, and you said, I'm not doing a skit. I'm doing a movie.
Yeah, right? You can
So,
have your little skit. I'm going to do a freaking movie.
but you know what I'm saying. I mean, we got some great singers. I mean, look at
Yeah?
Jenny. Maybe Jenny will sing a song for us or something. You know.
She's got a great
Uh,
toilet paper song.
Maybe we can get Chris to go down through the salt flats before it's over, and we'll show that burn there. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be cool.
Just different things that blind people are doing. Highlight some of the people that's doing stuff. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You heard about that blind architect they got in San Francisco?
I want to say yes, but I can't remember from who. Somebody told me about her or
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he was an architect, went blind. And he said, "No, I'm gonna be an architect." So
Mm-hmm.
they developed an embosser to make his blueprints.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I mean, he's still doing now. He's designing buildings for blind people, but well, I guess echolocation people would love it because it's got great sounds inside.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I think they've also incorporated what I think we could have in a lot of other buildings is like tactleness to the side of, to the tiles and the floors, the marble or whatever you want to call it. Because my point is, all right, what we get in a building, we get a braille on the elevator buttons and maybe some braille on the doors.
Mm.
But where in the hell is the elevator?
Right.
Once we come in that door, we're lost. You know. And I think about the old General Hospital from the TV soap opera. Up in that place, they had stripes painted in the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Different color stripes would take you to different departments within the hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do something tactile like that, to help us find our way around inside some of these buildings.
Right.
Can I get your hair clippers?
But yeah.
Yeah, blind toes. What are you doing with quarters? This isn't like a sort of a grocery mart type of pony ride. These are ladies. They get the bills. Dollar bill, y'all.
Right.
Oh,
But,
yeah. Nicole was saying that she's offering lap dances, and Blind Toes was like, "I got quarters."
we want the kind that fold, not the kind that jingle.
Yeah, right. Okay, how about a stack of fives? Quarter sounds extremely dangerous. Yes, I agree, Leo.
Thanks.
Tactile surfaces. Yeah, when I was doing a lot of training at USF, University of San Francisco, and the campus there actually had sound cues. Every building had its own sound cue. Like the cafeteria made cafeteria noises, library was really quiet, music hall played music, etc., etc. So
I mean, it's something that they pre-install, or you just recognize it by their sound. Of the people
no, yeah, this was an actual speaker system they installed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, meant for the blind.
That'll work. Well,
yeah, it was really cool.
It sounds like they cared about their blind community up there.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of advocacy work going to DC where we was dealing with stuff for the assistive technology where they want to adapt whatever platform they're using to provide your course materials and stuff, like Blackboard, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get them to try to incorporate something more like Apple, something that, where we're not an afterthought.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, as we all know, it's just technology-wise, this is hard to adapt. It's better to just have it in mind from the beginning.
That is, definitely the best way, because when a system is built with the system included, it just works together. When you start adding third-party programs to a system, that's when you can have a lot of errors, because they both have to stay up to date. It's got to be written specifically for that operating system. It's a lot of work, and if it's not upkept, we get screwed.
Yeah, I mean, I think about a guy that I went through school with. Another gentleman in my same position. Just lost his sight, so he was, came to DPI and getting his training. And he went through. He got out of just before I did in 11. Left there, went straight into junior college, to the the San Diego universities, whatever. Made his way through the system, got his master's and stuff. He just graduated with his master's earlier this year, and he's now a DOR counselor. So you think about 9 years.
Wow.
It took him to go all the way through and get his degree. But I mean, determination. When you got that drive, you can do those kind of things. But I mean, he had a lot of challenges along the way. Like you say, dealing with, well, where am I going to get this book? Well, we have to unbind it, then we have to scan it, then we have to format it. By the time you get the book, the course is halfway over. That kind of stuff. So,
are you shaving your head?
It ain't me. Tell my family, hold on, let me close my door. I'll be right back.
Man. Just giving you shit. In darkness, the band showed up and we're all watching the same video. All right, well, in darkness in the house. Well, I got friends in low places. Yes, dry hump that like button. Much appreciated. I gotta get me some water. Oh yeah, Braille art. Blantos mentioned something about Braille art. I don't know necessarily about Braille, if you're talking literal, or just some kind of raised design, different textures. I don't know where I have it currently, but Amy from Australia sent me it's essentially a finger paint. A lot of textures to the painting. She used a leaf for different types of brush strokes and her fingers for other types of strokes, but it was all raised, and it's a really nice outdoorsy painting. So she does great work like that.
What's what, tactile art?
Yeah, tactile art.
Yeah, tactile art. Yeah, I mean, and we, I mean, well, they say now some of these other museums and stuff now, especially like in the statue garden and stuff, they'll give us gloves and let us rub the statues.
Yeah, we got one here called Crocker Art Museum, and you can do the same. They actually have a blind specific tour if you want to set one up.
Okay, well, yeah, what they give you, like a little MP3 player or something like that, and kind of, as you walk through the museum and describe stuff.
Oh no,
in there for you.
they got personal.
Tour guide.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Wow. And here again, I mean, if we wasn't getting out here doing what we're doing, we wouldn't have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You got to remember, back when Ray Charles was coming up, they was making baskets and brooms.
And somehow he figured out how to inject heroin. That's a talent. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. Of all the things you could become talented at, finding a good vein.
Right. That right there. I mean, did he ever really learn to get? Well, according to the movie, he never learned to get himself off. But I imagine he did.
Oh yeah. When there's a will, there's a way, and especially when it comes to an addiction, I think for some reason that addiction kind of kicks in, and it almost becomes like second nature. Yeah. It's a matter of survival.
Brain is talking to you. I'm right here.
Yeah.
You're right on top of me right now. Then I just come right on in.
Welcome, Kim Lackey. Welcome to the chat. Say hi to all the lovely people.
Well, hello. Yeah, so but yeah, I mean, something that's another reason I want to do my channel. I mean, we're all trying to create some awareness, share some resources, do what we want to do, and hope somebody else like what you're doing.
Yeah,
exactly. If not, at least I get it off my chest. How about that part?
Yeah, that works.
So this is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun.
Hmm.
I enjoy doing these interviews and hanging out with you guys. Uh, uh, Getting into doing the chatting while you're streaming. That's a talent that I've yet to really come across yet.
Yeah, I just plugged my phone into my mixer board. Danny's coming out to Cali. She's going back to Cali. Actually, I don't know if you've ever been out here, so I can't see that.
I told her we got to get her up out of that little small town and let her see what the real city's like, the big city.
Yeah, just don't look up. You might get nauseated.
We'll keep her safe. We'll keep her out of the bad areas.
Hmm?
I said we'll keep her safe, not let her go to the bad areas.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's what was amazing to me because, that Davidson program, the Junior Blind,
Mm-hmm.
it's actually right in the middle of South Central LA.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's right there on the west side. Now the neighborhood it's in is actually a very high class neighborhood. It's called Windsor Hills.
Mm.
But like I said, just like USC's right in the middle of the hood too.
Yeah.
So, but once when I was down there, people down there, once they found out I knew from the area, they used me as kind of like the tour guide. That's how I really learned my mobility. Every night after class or whatever, of course, we didn't. Ain't nobody like that slop coming out of the cafeteria.
Yeah.
So we all going out. Let's go find a sports bar or something, So bottom line, they ended up started using me as a tour guide. Well, where's this at? Where is that at? I had to navigate them around so they wouldn't go through any of the wrong neighborhoods and get themselves caught up.
Yep. Yeah. Danny says she's never been to Cali. Well, just like Biggie said, even though he lives out east, so don't go there because he lives out there. That don't mean he can't rest in the west. See some nice breasts in the west. Cali is... See, that's the biggest problem that I have with California is if it wasn't so goddamn beautiful, I'd be out of here so quick.
Wow. It's a beautiful state. We got a lot of beautiful coastline, a lot of different... so many different styles of beaches.
Yeah, North Coast and South Coast. You got your surfer dudes, like, whoa, man. And then you got your ripped out of your mind off weed drum circle coasts up where I'm at.
Well, I think they all smoking what they smoke.
Smoking a little bit of that Cheech and donging on some of that chonging.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. I love flowers myself.
I just like, I don't know, I've never been the surfer type. I'd like to enjoy the beach just literally by sitting there and walking into the cold ass northern coast water. But I don't know, they're two completely different states in that sense. You would never think it's the same
they
state.
Are. You never realize. I mean, I lived in San Jose for a little while, and
even that's different as well. That Bay Area.
The further you go, the cooler it gets.
Yeah.
But I mean, from Southern Cal to Northern Cal, it's definitely two different weather cycles.
Yeah. Sure.
I rode my motorcycle a lot more in Southern Cal than I did Northern Cal. It was raining a lot. Okay, but yeah. So this is why we do what we do.
Yep. tickets booked and everything. It looks like Danny's supposed to go to Vegas and get married in May. You're gonna do the Vegas chapel. Over to the chapel.
Danny getting married? I didn't know that.
Get married. No, I threw in that part. I was just assuming like who goes to Vegas, but to get married, right? Or at least by accident.
One of them nights.
One of them nights. Yeah.
What did we do last night?
Got a twofer. Got pregnant and got a ring.
That's a hangover for your ass right there.
Yeah. Danny's only been to Orange County, so and it was nice. Yeah, he picked a good area. The OC.
It just depends on what you want to see, but you know, I mean, I'm amazed that I grew up in Brenton. I'm amazed how long that beach has stayed popular.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
decades.
That boardwalk is popular to this day.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yep.
A lot of people don't know we used to have amusement park piers down there.
Yeah.
Pacific Ocean Park. It was a pier that used to go straight out into the water.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. Blind Toes lived in San Jose too.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I wasn't up there long. I had to come back to SoCal.
Didn't go watch no Sharks games.
No, I didn't. Then when I was living up there, I wasn't in the sports. I was in the girls.
Yeah, it's okay. Sharks suck anyway.
Well, this is back in the. You got to remember, I'm older than pretty much everybody. It was more of a not necessarily disco era, but kind of, sort of.
Mm-hmm. Early 80s.
Yeah. Well, late 70s, really.
Mm.
And I was going to like Hayward and Berkeley and Oakland, going to different little clubs.
Mm-hmm.
So every weekend I was headed up north, North Bay. Hang out for the weekend. Come back to San Jose and work all week.
Oh my God. Hold on. Nicole said, she's gonna piss off. Wait, I mean, I'm Nicole Cotta and welcome to my channel, and I'm going to piss off some Californians when I say this. In-N-Out is overrated. That's what Nicole just said.
They ain't all that to me either. I mean,
I love In-N-Out. Oh my God.
I mean, it's a good burger. I mean, don't get
Animal
me wrong,
style
but
fries. Animal style fries. Woo. Oh my
See, I
God.
don't do all that kind of stuff. I'm a straight meat and potatoes guy. You can have all that animal stuff.
No, it's just the way they do their fries. It's just to die for.
Right, they put all in different like relishes or something, whatever, all over it. Yeah.
Yep, Thousand Island, whatever you want.
Yeah, that works. I don't do none of that.
They even have a secret menu you can order from. You could, if you really wanted to pay for it, you could get a 12 by 12 burger.
I know. Well, I know they only had a double on the menu, but
Yep.
I've heard of the triples and the quads.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you're that hungry and want to pay for it, they'll give you what you want.
Yeah. She's only saying it's overrated because she usually probably eats like McDonald's or Wendy's. And that's the difference when you eat real food and fast food.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I prefer the little neighborhood hamburger stands.
Oh yeah, for sure. Anybody local and singular, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's where you're gonna get a nice burger. I mean, good food there.
Yeah.
They appreciate your business. Nice thick milkshakes.
Only until you try debris fries from Nola. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what that is.
Never heard of that either.
Yeah. It's funny, everybody knows In and Out, but nobody knows Nola. Just fucking with you.
Have you ever heard of Paul Pink's?
Paul what?
Paul Pink's.
No.
Well, there's a hamburger stand down, not a hamburger stand, but a hot dog stand down here in Hollywood on La Brea and Melrose.
Mm-hmm.
But they sell all kosher hot dogs, and they name them after the stars. And so, or like my favorite is a Lincoln dog. It's two hot dogs, chili cheese, and bacon wrapped in a tortilla.
Now, wouldn't you find that funny that it's kosher, but it's got bacon?
Well, I mean, let me go here, because I know the history of the place. Paul Pink, yes, he was Jewish. Everything was kosher with him. Hoffi makes his hot dogs with his recipe.
Hmm?
You know, the Hoffi, they make the hot dogs for him with his recipe. Now, when he was alive and he ran the stand, there was no bacon. There was
Gotcha.
no French fries. There was no hamburgers. All your soda pop was even the little Jewish soda pops with the Jewish writing on them and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Now, when he passed away, them kids took over. And now we got,
Time to make some real money.
Burrito, double bacon burrito dog. They got one in there they call Lord of the Rings. It's got 5 hot dogs in it.
Damn. That sounds like gut trouble right there.
But then they got pictures of the stars all over the walls, you know what I'm saying? And they're eating their hot dogs and stuff. So, but they are really good dogs. They are the hot dog is really a good hot dog.
That thing
They
Danny
even tried to franchise.
that thing Danny was talking about, the Duel fries or whatever she said. It's pot roast gravy with cheese on fries.
Pot roast gravy
That sounds so fucking good.
with cheese on French fries.
Hell yeah, that sounds really good.
I mean, is it like shredded cheese or nacho cheese?
No, she just says cheese on the fries. Probably melted, at least. Shredded melted, who knows?
Right.
It could be Velveeta for that matter, I don't care. That sounds good.
That does sound good. That does sound good.
Oh my god, Nicole, grow up. The only reason why she doesn't want to eat it In-N-Out is because of animal fries. So don't eat them. You sure as hell don't have to look at them.
And you certainly don't have to buy them.
Yeah. God, get over yourself. Oh my god, you're so self-centered. I mean, you don't have to have relish, but they do put a lot of dressing on the fries.
Right. Yeah, my kids love that animal stuff. They want the animal everything. Animal the burger, animal the fries. They go for it.
Now, what is good, though, I will say, is just getting a regular old burger, but wrap it in lettuce. I love lettuce. I buy heads of lettuce, and I'll eat them like apples. Literally. Like I'm a fucking horse or something. It's weird. I love lettuce. No nutritional value whatsoever, unless you eat a million of them.
You ain't thirsty no more either when you get done.
What's that?
I said you're not thirsty either when you get through.
Oh, yeah, they're like, what, 88% water?
Something like that. I don't know. I don't eat lettuce. So,
pot roast the meat and the gravy. I don't know about that.
Oh, okay.
That kind of ruined
Well, maybe some shredded pot roast. That might be okay.
Maybe.
shredded pot roast and gravy. That might be all right.
I could see doing like a really thin cut tri-tip, like super thin, shredded, thin cut tri-tip. That would be good on fries, I think.
Well, what I like nowadays is the carne asada fries.
Oh, never had that.
Well, you know what carne asada is, right?
Oh yeah, cow ass. I mean pig ass.
No, it's steak, man.
Carne asada is like the bottom barrel of steak. That's why it used to be so cheap. But no. I love a giant carne asada burrito. I love carne asada.
I mean, I do too. But they take and chop it up like they do for the burritos and sprinkle it all over with some, with the cheese and beans and.
That would be good.
For those of you that like it, either for guacamole style cream, I just get mine with the meat, beans, and the cheese.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I guess we through talking about Walk a Mile. We done talked about a whole bunch of other stuff and talked about Walk a Mile. I hope everybody is thinking about it. And please come take my money. Get at me. First Amendment Ed, drop the videos to me.
How are they going to be voted on?
Huh?
How are they going to be voted on? Like, how is the winner going to be determined?
In the Zoom party.
Well, no, but who votes on the winner?
The people in the party. I mean, because you can raise your hand. So we'll show a video and let people raise their hand.
Okay.
Whoever, at the end of the night, whoever gets the most votes, that's who wins.
Okay.
That sound fair?
Yeah. I was just wondering how many sided people are going to make the vote.
Again, I know we got at least 100 people, but I got access to 1,000 seat room. Meeting ID. So we'll see how it go on how many people we get. I mean, it's my first year going virtual, man. This is a whole nother animal, man. It seemed to me it was a lot more easier when I was doing it in, a blind center somewhere, or something like that, even though I was going around then and going to city council meetings and challenging city council members and mayors and city engineers and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
Trying to get them to understand, look, this is why we need an audible signal.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, They even make a tactile strip that's got adhesive on it that you could put either not only in the crosswalk so that we'd have something to follow across the street, but you could put it right down the middle of the sidewalk.
Yeah.
They're actually the same people that make the tactile domes that they got on the curb edges and stuff now.
Oh, the undulated domes. Man.
Yeah.
I'd hate to be in a wheelchair trying to get over those things.
You definitely got to have a rolling start.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you're jumping little Hot Wheel cars or something.
And I think I'd really be scared if I had them little skinny wheels.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a wheelchair that had something like, the bigger bicycle wheels.
Yeah.
And all-terrain wheelchair.
Blind Toast says now he wants a good Mexican-style burrito. Oh, huevos rancheros. That is my favorite Mexican breakfast.
Now that's a part of the animal I ain't figured out yet. What is that, chorizo?
Chorizo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Chorizo.
You know, it's
Computer.
kind of like a
What is
sausage.
chorizo?
You know, you squeeze it out of a casing, and you can scramble your eggs in it. Chorizo, what they call it, chorizos con huevos.
Well, computer stop. Apparently, it means smile, and it's a city in Brazil. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, it's some kind of a sausage. Like I said, it's
Linguiça?
good. It's nice and spicy. Chorizo. Chorizo? Chorizo? You know how they be rolling their R's. I'm not good at that. I guess that's a...
Oh, chorizo.
Oh, a chorizo.
Yeah, okay, I know what that stuff. Yeah. Danny
Well, it's
reminded me of
spelled C-O. That's why I say chorizo.
It's pronounced chorizo, though. At least that's how I've always heard it. That's why it struck when Danny said that. But yeah, it's a spicy sausage.
Yeah. It's real. You can get it real spicy.
Yep. Yep. Well, Ed, thanks for coming on, and I look forward to the video contest.
Well, I look forward to viewing everybody's video and giving this money away. No, that's what we're gonna do. That on the 13th of November.
Okay.
Is when we'll be doing the actual Zoom thing.
Nice.
So that'll give us time to go through whatever videos we got, get everything,
Mm-hmm.
make sure it don't make it people sitting in the background.
Yeah.
You know, all that kind of good stuff. Everybody's fully dressed and all that kind of wonderful things. So, but again, thank you for having me on in there. Appreciate it. Thanks for everybody hanging out with us in the chat. Thanks for the questions. Again, First Amendment Ed. Facebook, I'm just Ed Davis. But everywhere else, I'm First Amendment Ed.
Cool.
Even on Twitter, when I learn how to use it.
Yeah, have fun with that. Let's see. Thanks, Blind Toast, for being in the chat. Thanks, Gabe RPGTV, for being in the chat. And the band in darkness. The whole band is watching. Thank you guys for all being here. Great music, by the way. The Thunder Rolls. Who else do we got? I think that's it as far as the guys go. And of course, gotta say a special thanks to the ladies in the chat, Nicole, Danny, and Ability Mob, Leah. So thank you all for being here. It's been a blast. Till next time, stereo blind, and don't forget, love is blind, keep it blind. Let's see if the outro works this time. Yay!
All right, good night, everybody.
Later.
All right, dog.